Welcome back to another watercolor lesson. Today I did something a bit unusual. When I was in my watercolor class in the college, a student asked me to do a portrait, so I spent 30 minutes. I did a watercolor portrait painting from life without any pencil preparation. This is the preview version of the first 7 minutes. We're going to use a light color, so any light color you want. See how you're going to lay out. Same thing that you would do pencil drawing or charcoal drawing. And knowing those color can be washed off from the page later if you want to. So I'm going to see how am I going to. I think it's okay. This is okay so far. The size looks okay. It's good. Just for the composition for now. So now I'm going to use a 1-inch brush. I'm going to try to fill in those big color relationships. So I'm going to start from the background. Mostly I start from the face. So I'm going to start from the background first. So I'm going to move the catch to shadow a little bit inside, so kind of touching the face. I don't want to leave the gap to the face. I'm going to wash on the shadow side of the clothing. Make sure you leave enough the light area for the light side. Okay. Now I'm going into the top. I'm going to working a little bit in to the here. That's good. So right from here. So there's some light area on the here, so I'm going to leave that white. Like this. Coming down. And I'm going to start making the facial colors. Before I'm going to working into the light side, I'm going to first add some cool color for the shadow side. I'm maybe going to change the color of the skin tone. I'm going to use these two colors mixed together, like for now. Looking for the big shape. So this is the eyebrows area. And there's the shadow side. Coming down here on the side of the nose. There's the eye, the over eyelid. Like this. You can do on the shadow side of the inside of the eye white. It's also a little bit darker than the left side. So let the color merge together. It's fine. Now getting to the bottom of the nose. And now the shadow side of the mouth. Now coming down, separated from the left side, the light side and the shadow side. And then the shadow side of the lip. Do you see the similarity between the drawing and the watercolor? But it's just easier. The only difference is easier because easier to blend in the color, right? Than use the charcoal or even graphite. And then getting to the chin. I think I'm going to use a little bit more blue color and cutting in this area. Now getting to the shadow side of the neck. Looking for shapes. I keep saying that in every video. Shape, shape, shape. If you want to make your life easier and wasting less of your learning time, think about shapes. Now I'm going to come into the top over here, connect with the shadow side. This side of the eye. So the eyebrows right here, about here. Now you're seeing the eye. Before you think about the eye, think about the structure around the eye. The edge is rounded. If you are wondering about how to start the portrait learning, take a look at my series called Portrait Basics. It would definitely answer many of your questions. Now my brush is pretty dry. I just use it to connect with these two colors together. And now coming to the top over here. And by the way, the paper I'm using is Arches Cold Press, 140 pounds. So I'm going to come into the ear area. I'm squinting my eye so I can see the comparisons between one area to the other area. Okay. Okay. This is the area for the ear. All right, I'm going to leave that. Now I'm going to move away from maybe set a little color for the shirt. Again, the shirt, you can change color too, but it looks like nice colors. So I'm gonna just use the side of the brush if you need to. Okay. Just try to create a little bit texture. I don't want to paint the whole thing or the lots of details. We only have a very limited time. Like this. And something over here, probably going to want to let go. I think that is just a little bit too persistent coming down here. So I'm going to let go some of this, just like that. And maybe have this coming up. Remove some color. This is the end of first step of the painting process. The full 30 minutes lessons will be released in the following weeks. But if you want to see it now, please come to join us. Become one of our artists in our community. You are not going to regret it. If you want to join enjoying our community today, it's very easy. Just click on the link below here and we're waiting for you there. If you're first time here, please subscribe and turn on notification. I will see you in our next lesson.